You got it. We're live. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another edition of Skip Happens. And tonight I've got something really special. I'm already loving this guy. His name is Addis Luv. He's a powerhouse vocalist whose journey began in Trinidad and Tobago and is now lighting up country radio with his new single. Here, let me give you a little taste of this. Uh-oh, wait, maybe I need to start it over again. I don't know.
There you go. From the top, baby.
From the top. I don't know what happened here. Let me just try this again. Well, we'll just let this play and we'll go back to this. That's Addis. Listen.
Feels like I've been licking food all night long. Head is thumping like a kick drum, and my money's all gone. Somebody pass me.
Here we go.
Time to know I got hit by a good time.
That's what it's called. It's called Hit by a Good Time. From carnival crowds to 50,000 to Lincoln Center, Addis is bringing his heart, soul, and world-class energy to country music. Check that out. It's time to dive in. Addis Luv, how are you, my friend?
Hey, Skip, thank you very much for having me. First of all, I am too blessed to be stressed, and I'm too anointed to be disappointed.
God,
Thank
I love
you.
that. Too blessed to be stressed. You know, that's going to be my Facebook post tonight, so nobody
There you
yells
go.
at me.
There you go. You can borrow it, but you can give it back next week.
Yeah.
Send it to me in mail, all right? I'll send you my mailing address.
Okay, yeah, I'll send it back to you. I'll give you credit for that. And when I post
There you
it
go.
tonight, too blessed to be stressed.
And
Words
too
from Addis
anointed,
Luv.
and too anointed to be disappointed.
And too anointed to be disappointed.
Right. You can use that week after.
I love that. Addis Luv, man, you're cool. Where are you right now? Where are you? Because, I mean, we
Well-
talk about, you've been in Trinidad and Tobago, and I think I was going to do this a couple of weeks ago, and then I tried to reschedule, and then you were there, and I wasn't here, and now we're together. But
As a matter of fact, I just got back from Thailand. I was out there for like 2 weeks, Thailand and Bali. And, I got back a couple of days ago. And, I say, you know what? I got to get back for the Skip Happens show. I cannot miss it.
no, it's
So
Skip
I'm
Happens,
back.
baby.
I'm back. I'm back. Yeah,
I
I'm back
love
in
it. I
Orlando.
love it.
I'm in Orlando right now, home base,
Yeah. So you live right in Orlando. You lived, you
Yes.
got to be pretty close to Disney.
Very close. Very, very close.
Oh,
Like 20
walking
minutes away.
distance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow. And you've
Mickey
actually, yeah, Mickey Land. That's right. You must love Mickey Land.
Oh my gosh. I work in the parks too. Sometimes I do shows over there as well too.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you about. Being there, working in the parks, you're entertaining people from all around the world because we all know so many, whether it's Disneyland or Disney World, they take
Yes.
in those parks. That's cool.
Yes. They do.
So-
They love it.
So how did you get involved in, you work in the parks. That's one thing. It takes a lot. It takes a lot to do that. But
Yeah.
now I really don't know much about your background. Maybe you can enlighten us a little bit, but you're putting out a country song. It's a fun country song, and hopefully it'll re-cue here in a minute, but so we can play the whole thing. But tell us, how did you get involved doing that?
Well, I started off skipping in Trinidad and Tobago. That's where I was born way back. Started doing calypso music because that's Trinidad and Tobago is known for calypso and steel drums. That's where the steel drums come
Love
from.
the steel drums.
And
Yeah.
I don't know if you ever heard calypso music
Oh, yeah.
from Harry Belafonte, Rum and Coca-Cola,
Yes.
Yankee Dollar. So that's calypso. So I started off as singing that as a young kid growing up in Trinidad, and I entered some of the competitions over there, and I won. The Junior Calypso Monarch, the Young King, and different competitions. And I started, getting my stardom from then, and started like performing different shows, doing recordings and all that. And then I left Trinidad and I, come up to the United States and wanted to do some different stuff. I started working with some different prominent bands over here, doing reggae, calypso, R&B, jazz, top 40, you name it. I was doing it. Like I was getting calls every day. Hey, I need a fill for a Latin band. I have a gig for this. Hey, I need a fill for a reggae band. Hey, I need a fill for a Caribbean band. So my genres were so tight and I could have fit in anywhere. But I have never, ever tried country music. And one time I was performing in this place in Palm Beach, and this guy walked up to me and he's like, "Are you really singing, or is that you just like miming?" I'm like, yeah, I'm really singing. He said, you are amazing. Would you like to do country music? I'm like, yeah, sure.
Why
It's
not?
something I wanted to do. And, we got together for a year and we started writing. He started writing stuff, and I started recording a whole bunch of music. And later on, after like a year ago, we started. He's like, you know what? We're gonna put this out. We're gonna get together. They formed a company, and here we are today. Doing some country music.
Wow. Wow. They say, you're a powerhouse vocalist. And that comes from quotes because I got that off. I was kind of doing a little bit of research, but that's pretty cool just to be called a powerhouse vocalist.
Yeah.
Which, man, that's powerful. But, what was it like growing up in Trinidad and Tobago Tobago? You say Tobago.
Trinidad, it's Trinidad and Tobago. It's like
Tobago.
yeah, it's I mean, it's paradise, man. You're in the islands, the wind, the atmosphere, the people, the warmth of the people, the warmth of the ocean, the food. Oh my goodness. If ever you get a chance to go down to Trinidad and Tobago. And we host the the most recognized and the first carnival in the world, the best carnival, the mother of carnivals
Hmm.
in the world, in Trinidad and Tobago. Yeah.
And do you go
And
back for that every year? Are you
I go
there?
back for that. They call me every year. I go back for that. Every year I perform in different
Got it.
concerts, and then I do the grand finale on the floats on the streets, where they go from like 8 o'clock in the morning all the way to like 10 at night, performing on the floats, going all through the town,
Hmm.
downtown Port of Spain. And you got the plumes, you got the people in costumes
Yeah, I
behind
was just
you.
going to ask about that with all the
It's
headgear and
amazing.
all that.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now you still call that home, obviously.
Yes, definitely. I call it home. I go back, every time. As a matter of fact, there's a jazz show happening down there next month, and I'm gonna go back for that as well.
Wow, that's cool. Was there let me ask you, Addis, what's been the biggest cultural or creative adjustment since you actually, you're living in the United States now as well.
Yeah.
So, what's that adjustment, or what was the biggest for you?
I mean, the biggest adjustment was really family, missing family and
Mhm.
having to acclimate to like the different weathers and stuff. I mean, to me, it was kind of hard because for anybody who leaves their natives and their hometown, it's going to take a little while for them to acclimate to this new place
Mhm.
that they're going to have to call home, away from home. Yeah. So I mean, that
Yeah.
was it for me, really.
Did you did you get much of pushback when you said, I want to do a country song, and you approached certain people to do that country song, and they're like, why would you want to do that when you do this? Did you get some pushback?
Yes, I did. As a matter of fact, when I tell my wife I was gonna, I'm gonna I'm gonna switch into country, and she's like, "Are you sure? But you've never done country before." I'm like, "Yeah. I mean, I'm a tenor. I can switch. I can do that."
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
she was kind of worried because I'm more of an R&B singer. That's where they get the powerhouse from. And I'm accustomed doing Motown, top 40, R&B. And I hit that because
You can do it
that's
all. Yeah.
yeah, that's where my voice is really, it's comfortable. And
Mhm,
she's
mhm.
like, "Are you sure, honey? Are you sure you want to do this?" I'm like, "Listen, man. Everything in my life is a challenge, and I'm up for it.
But
You
a
know, I'm
challenge is good, Addis, right? I mean,
yes,
we all look
yes,
at
yes,
challenges every day. It's a challenge, but we
exactly,
stand up to it and we make
exactly.
it happen. It makes us
Yeah,
better.
exactly. You know what? And you know what I told her, and she found it was very
Hmm.
funny. I said, let me tell you something, honey. Just in case you don't know, I already won."
Hmm.
She's like, "What do you mean?" I said, "I already won." I said, "You know what? I was fighting against 50 billion sperms. I was swimming against these sperms. They were behind me, and
But
I
you
was the
made it.
one to break through the egg. So I already made it.
You
I had
did
to.
it.
I break it down, and she smiled, and she's like, "You know what, honey? You're right. You're right. You're right.
I got
You
to
got my
remember
support.
that
You
too.
got my
That's
support."
pretty awesome.
But it's true though. When
No,
you
you're
think about
right.
it,
Yeah,
when you think about it, Skip, you made it. You were
I
the
did.
one who broke through.
I did.
You
I
left
made it.
you left that 50 million sperms behind you, and you came first, and you burst it off.
Dude, you and I, brother, we made it. We made it. That's all. Others
Exactly.
have
We
made
made
it
it.
too.
We already winning.
We see people every day that have made it. So,
Yes,
if you
yes.
know what I
And
mean.
people need, you know what, Skip? People need to be reminded of this because there's a lot of people who thinks that they're nothing, they're nobody. I
Mm,
always tell people there is no nobody. You are somebody. You know.
mm, mhm.
So their self-esteem is so low, and they figure that I'm better off dead, and I'm things like that. So I try to remind people all the time that listen, man, you're more than you think you are. So
I love that,
it's
man.
just it's
I love
just
that.
that's just it. It's just it.
I love that. And do you, it looks like you've always had that attitude, which is great. It's
Oh
great.
yeah.
But, you're working at these parks and, you're seeing these families, and probably a lot of those families couldn't even afford to go, but they're going.
They're
And
gone.
they're taking the
Yeah.
kids, and you're
Yeah.
giving them something to look forward to and to
Yes. Yes.
smile.
Yes.
Wow,
Yep.
dude. I love that. I love that. Let's talk about the song that you got up. Maybe let me see if it'll come up for a second here. Because I hit the wrong button in the beginning, but don't tell anybody. That is why we
Nope.
call this Skip Happens. I'm just saying
It
because I
happens.
just get a little crazy. Here we go. Let's see. Here it is.
There we go.
Well, my boxer shorts were hanging from my ceiling fan.
Yeah.
I got 5 different nightclubs stand to my right hand. Feels like I've been licking pool tables all night long. My head is thumping like a kick drum, and my money's all gone. Somebody pass me, time to know. I got hit by a good time, right between the eyes.
I love that.
Yeah, I never saw
My.
it coming. But it
So
must
there you
have
go.
been
You get a good
something
taste of what that's all about. It's called Hit by a Good Time. And I got to tell you, I got some driving ahead of me tomorrow. Going to head south. I think, if you don't mind, I'm going to take that and I'm going to be playing it on the way down just because it makes me feel good right there. It's one of those songs I'm going to turn up. Addis, how does that
Yes.
track reflect where you're artistically right now, where you're at?
Well, you know, that track, I mean, the people go crazy for it. And, it's like a nowadays thing that happens. Well, I shouldn't say nowadays, but it's something that happens to most people. You go out, you want to have a good time, you get home, you can't remember what happened last night. You see, who drove me home? What happened? Who was
Yeah,
that girl? Or you all in
yeah.
different scenarios, you wake up with a stranger in your bed, and you like, "Oh, wow, last night I probably got hit by a good time last night." So there's so many different scenarios, but
uh,
it
uh,
kind of resonates to a lot of people. Like, yeah, yeah, you know what? I remember I got hit by a good time one time in my life, or 2 times in my life. So the
yeah.
song is like it's a real story. You know?
Must have been a good time.
Yeah, it's
That's
been
all
a
I'm
good time.
saying. Yeah. Yeah. What's you've Lincoln Center to Carnival, which is, the big event, in front of
Yeah.
50,000 people. What's your mindset before you walk out on stage and you got 50,000 people in front of you? What's your mindset like?
You know what? It brings such a sense of joy and happiness. And I wouldn't say that I'm nervous. I'm saying like I'm probably nervous to get out there and perform, but not
Mhm.
nervous to the fact that, oh my God, it's 50,000 people. What am I going to do? You know, it's just it's a different kind of it's a high that I can't explain.
Is it like an oh
Uh,
wow moment? It's got to be an oh wow
yes,
moment.
it's like a
Yeah.
oh wow moment.
Yeah. Yeah.
One of those things like, look at me. I'm the little kid from the block who they said can't, you know?
Yeah.
And what are you doing? Why are you making all that noise? And everything goes back, it just flies back to me every time like I go to perform and I see all these people that I'm performing to. It always comes back to me that I hear that voice all the time in my head saying, "What do you think you're doing? You can't sing. Stop making noise. Stop doing these things." And these things used to happen to me when I was younger. My some of my siblings, my family, my friends. You're always singing. You're always making noise. Shut the hell up, and stuff like that. So when I go in from these crowds, I just smile to myself and say, "Wow, look at the little
Exactly.
kid from the block who they thought can't and
Yeah.
won't.
Yeah.
And now I will." You know, And I
Yeah,
get
and you
up
can
there.
feel it. You can feel it
Yeah.
when you have 50,000 people. And the reason I'm saying that is, I know this is about you. It's not about me, but I did a show. I was with being with the radio station, and then we walk out and we do what they call the presents. It was a Lainey Wilson show. And we walked out onto stage, and I looked out, and there were 57,000 people there at this one event. I'm not kidding, at least 55,000. And when you look out, that's why I asked you this. When you look out, and all you can see are heads, and you can walk on heads as far as you can see.
You can walk on heads, yes.
It's just an oh wow moment where you don't know what to say at first. You just look and go, "Holy crap!"
Yes, and then after that, it just electrifies you.
Yes.
Whoa, you feel that adrenaline that's going straight through your veins. You're like, oh, I'm ready to go. You know?
Yeah. So is this the first attempt to country hit by a good time?
It's the first attempt. It's actually the second single that we released.
Okay.
There's another one. Yeah. But the first attempt to country music.
I got you.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
I got you. Very cool. Now, I mean, obviously you've been doing this for a while and you're doing a great job at it. You're a hell of a performer, entertainer. People are loving you.
Thank you.
But, do you think you're going to do more of this? The country side of things?
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. We have over 40 songs already recorded.
Wow.
So we are like choosing the album. We decided we're not going to release the album. We're going to release all the singles every year, every 3 months or so, whatever. We a couple of weeks or whatever, we release a single. As a matter of fact, we have another one coming out in a couple of weeks. It's called "Born to Roam." You're gonna love this one, Skip, when you hear this one. So we decided to release all the singles, and then when we do, then we bring out the album.
All right, but you said you got like 40 singles, but you're not going to put all 40
No.
on it.
We got like 40 songs to choose from.
Oh, I got you. You're going to pick and choose maybe 16 or 17 for the album.
Yes. And we were like,
gotcha.
You know what? According to how things are going, let's do this one.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do that one. Like the one that's coming out next is called "Born to Roam." It's more patriotic. So, talking about, I've traveled all the world, and there's no place like home. I was born to roam, but the USA is my home. So.
Oh my gosh.
I don't want to let it out of the box.
No, but that's a good start, though. I like that.
Yeah, but you're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. Trust me.
And do you have a name? Do you have a name for the album yet?
We're kind of, tossing and turning with different stuff, but it's we'll let you know when it comes out,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do you when you perform for brands like you got Universal Studios, you have Disney, do those gigs differ from your own shows?
They're more or less, because sometimes they put me with different people doing different stuff. Like they'll have me work with a Latin band.
Mm-hmm.
And I would do some Latin music with them, and then they call me and say, "Okay, we want," because they know of my talent, so they can switch me around and put me in different places, and they'll have me work with like a reggae band doing like different stuff, like a Bob Marley tribute and stuff like that, and I'll be doing that to a different crowd, a different side of the park, or stuff like that. So it's not yet have I been called to do a country segment, because they never, at that time, they never know that I was doing country music, so this is like new to them now. So you never know. I mean, futurize, you can say, there's always concert series over there, so you never know what could happen.
Yeah, I don't mean this in a bad way at all, but if I was to come up to you, I would never think that, okay, this is the dude that's singing country. I'm just saying, I would expect, some Caribbean, carnival music, what have you.
Especially when you hear me talk, right?
But no, you're doing really well. I love it. I love it, dude. I've got the Syracuse accent. You obviously have the Caribbean accent. That's what I call it, Trying to think, man, how often do you get back home?
Pretty often.
Good.
Now that I'm back from Thailand, I'll probably be home for a little while. Until maybe early next month, I'll go down to Trinidad and I'll do the jazz show and come back, and I'll be home base for a little bit.
Okay, so when you talk about home base, you're talking about Orlando. That's your home base now.
Yeah. Yeah.
And how hot was it today?
You know what? It was kind of cool today. It was kind of like in the 80s. You know, it was a
Okay.
nice breeze, a nice. Yeah, it was kind of like island life over here.
I
It
have to
wasn't too hot.
ask. I love that. So you fit right in. That's cool. That's cool. I would
Yeah,
love that. I would. People think I'm nuts, but at
yeah,
my age, I'm tired of snow. I'm tired of
yeah,
cold
man.
temperatures. I'm
Yeah.
tired of everything that goes along with that. But however, this is my home, so it is
Yes,
what it
yes.
is. But yeah, do you if you were to give one piece of advice to another artist trying to break into the country scene from outside the United States, what would you tell them? Because you had to do it.
You know what, Skip? I'll tell them that the sky's the limit. You have so many opportunities
Yeah.
built into you. You just have to tap into them and let them out, because a lot of people believe that I have to be from Nashville, or I have to be from
Mm.
United States, or I have to be from different places to be this or to be that. You already there. You just have to tap in and
And
make
do
it
it.
happen, because
Yeah.
it's within you. you know
Hmm.
so I would tell anybody who's coming up from any part of the world, any genre, anything like that, it's already there. Just tap into it and bring it out
Do
into the
you
third dimension.
do you have one favorite though? Although you're doing country now, but is there one that if you could do any over the other, is there any one that you would pick?
Favorite artists?
Well, favorite artist, music genre, or anything? Yeah, yeah.
Well, you know what? R&B, top 40
R&B.
R&B. That's
Yeah,
that's my thing.
I love it.
And followed by gospel music. I just have the tone, the voice for
Yeah,
it.
you do.
And
You do
that's
absolutely.
that's like some of my faves.
Hmm. What's
But I
the?
try.
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, I was going to
No,
ask
it's
it.
good. Uh-huh. Hey, you go first.
No, you go first. No.
Well, I was gonna say, now that I tried country, and I realized that it comes so easy, because everybody's asking me, "So you sure you've never done country before?" I'm like, "This is my first time." But I've just studied it and say, you know what, I can do this.
Mhm.
This is not as hard as they think it is. Yeah.
Tell me something crazy about the life of Addis Love. Tell me, what's your day like? I
Oh my
mean,
God.
something that's nuts.
You know what? Right now, I am doing this interview with you right now, and you would
Yes,
not believe me, but I'm telling you, I swear to God, I am sitting in my car,
I can see that.
right?
Hmm.
And I'm sitting in the parking lot of a movie theater. Now, Addis Love loves movies. So as soon as I'm done, there's this movie that I gotta see, and I'm gonna watch that movie.
So you're gonna go into the theater. Look at
So
you.
I'm going to go into the theater. So I told my wife, she's like, "Where you going? I thought you had you had a Zoom." I said, "You know what? I gotta see this movie, honey. But you know what? If it means I gotta sit in my car, talk to Skip, and as soon as I'm done, I'm just gonna get out and go to the movie theater, because it starts at nine
Uh,
15,
oh, is
and we'll probably
so
be
you're
there.
giving me like I'm looking at my watch right now, Addis.
No, 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 no. You do your thing. Do your thing. There's
No,
there's a
it's
whole
all
lot
good.
of
I
there's
think
a whole
that's
lot of
awesome, though.
so, yeah. So I love movies. That's one of my faves too, and I would love for one day that one of my songs be featured in a movie, or
Yeah,
I get a part of something. Acting's
yeah.
that's part of me too. So I can
I could see that
be
happening because
yeah,
who you are and what you do, both with Disney and Universal or
yeah,
all that. I mean, because come on, we see a lot of those movies and they have that music. They have that.
exactly,
It's.
exactly,
I'm trying to think. My son watches all the Disney movies, but it's.
yeah,
You hear that music. I could see you doing that. It'd be a nice
yes,
little cash cow for you.
yes. I could see me too doing that. Exactly,
Well, you got
exactly.
the talent, and it's worth a lot.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know.
man. We have endless, we have endless talents, and we as human beings,
Mhm.
we have we don't know what we got until we tap in and we realize that, you know what?
Right.
Oh my God, I didn't even realize that I can do this. And when you really study yourself, there's no can't. There's just
God, I love.
figure it out. It's
Right.
there. It's already there. It's already instilled in you.
I hope
So,
people are
I,
listening to this because what you're
yeah, I mean,
saying means so
I'm
much,
figuring
Addis.
it out. Yeah,
I think
I'm
you've got
figuring
it
it out.
figured out, man. I think you do. I think
Yes,
you've got it
yes,
down. So
yes.
yeah. So so you're at the parks and you're doing this. How often do you do that? Is it every week, every month?
Actually,
So if
like
I want to
this
make a
week,
trip to Disney,
sometimes.
when can I see you?
Well, you know what? Sometimes they move me around a lot. They
Yeah.
move me. Sometimes I'll be in Magic Kingdom. I'll be in Animal Kingdom, Disney Springs. So
Oh
it's
yeah.
different. Yeah. Different places. I've been Epcot. So it depends. You
hmm
know,
hmm hmm
but I don't have like a set schedule where I'm there every Monday or every Wednesday.
Ah, okay.
Stuff
I
like
got you.
that.
I got you. How
Yeah.
many there must be a whole slew of performers though, like yourself, that go through
Yes.
Disney. I mean, it's
Yes.
such a big operation but
Yes.
everybody's talented. You wouldn't be there
Yes.
if you
And
weren't
that's
talented.
why. Yes, and that's why you don't have like one day, the
Gotcha.
same day.
Makes
You know
sense.
what I mean? There's
hmm
so many
hmm
different artists, dancers, performers. Yeah, so it's crazy.
So the
Yeah,
album that we were talking about a few minutes ago, you got
yeah.
40 different tracks to pick from, and you'll whatever comes of that will be on the album. Did you? Maybe you already said it, and I apologize if I missed it.
Oh, that's fine.
But is there a release date on that? Do you have a goal? Do you have a date set that you want it done by a certain time?
You know what? We just taking things stride by stride. It's just like we trying to everything. Skip how everything has changed now with social media and
We know that.
you know and
Yep.
hey, attention is the biggest currency right
Mm-hmm.
now. As you know, you got to have those likes, you got to have those, those streams and all that. So we just doing something different. We're going a different route with it.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody comes out with an album and they hit the album, bam, and you hear the album's out, and then some songs get like bypassed, and like, oh, I didn't
Mm-hmm.
hear this one. Oh, maybe I should try this one. Oh, so people don't really get a chance to listen to the album because they have
Right.
all these songs in front of them, and they you know but
You're right. Yeah.
when you release a single and then another single and then another single, they ain't got nothing to do but listen. They have to listen.
That's a great
That's
idea.
the
I
song.
love that. Like you mentioned before. Yeah.
And
Just
then everything is out now. The debut album, you
bam.
know
Yeah.
bam, bam, bam. Yeah.
Bam, bam, bam. Have you ever been to the Northeast?
To the Northeast.
For example, this podcast, I'm based in Syracuse. I run the
Uh-huh.
country station here in town
Oh,
and all that. Syracuse, New York. I don't know. Have you ever been this far north?
I don't think I've ever been to Syracuse. But you know what? I
You'd be
think
cold.
Syracuse was one of my it was once it was on the radio tour that I was going to do, but there was Grassroots. I think Grassroots had it there one time,
Maybe.
but
Yeah.
they're leaving it for because I did the South.
hmm
So when they change it around and I'm going to do like a different part, no, they're probably going to add up there,
Yeah,
because
no, exactly.
they're getting ready to give me some more dates to do a different leg of
That'll
radio
be cool.
tour. So
Have to keep my
you
eyes
never
and
know.
ears open.
You never
Yeah.
know, man. Hey, request it.
I
Request
will.
it.
Well, I know
Let
Nancy.
them
I know
know.
the whole
Listen, I
gang.
need to have Addis Love in Syracuse.
I would love that, man. I love
You
that.
request it, I'll be there, man. I promise.
One thing with me and one thing with what I do, we do very well as a radio station, but me as the program director and the afternoon guy, I firmly believe very highly in the independent artist and what you're doing. And, you're pretty much doing this out of your own pocket. You're making it work. You have somebody
Yes.
doing some of the media for you. For example,
Yep.
Grassroots, who, by the way, are the best. I'm just saying that.
Yes. They
They,
are. They
they
are.
are the best.
Amazing.
Um,
Amazing.
They are musicians and they are radio people, so they know how to do
Yes.
it.
They know.
So,
Yep. They
I
know.
mean, there's other companies too, and I have friends that work for the other companies, but still,
Yeah.
they are one of the best. So,
Yes. You're right. You're right.
and you're in good hands with them. If you could collaborate with I'm sure a lot of people ask you this question. I don't like asking the same question that others do, but I'm going to for this one. If you could collaborate with anybody, anybody, country,
You know what?
R&B, hip hop, anything, is there anybody that you would say, you know what, I want to do this with you, or I wish?
You know what? I love the voice of Jelly Roll.
Ah,
I love. He's got an amazing spiritual, like a
very
big,
much.
you know, big voice. You know.
Yep, yep,
And then we have Chris Stapleton.
yep. He's got that voice.
Soul.
And
You
you
know. So
hear it.
yes, you hear it. You hear it.
You
So
hear it with
these
the new
guys,
song he has out with Miranda right now. You
yes,
can
yes,
hear the soul.
you can hear the soul.
Yeah.
So these are guys. I mean, if you look at of some of the stuff I've done on YouTube and all that, we did over some what we call mashup instead of mashups. We call them mashup because they came from
Mashup.
Nashville. And
Okay.
I did over Tennessee whiskey,
Oh,
Addis
wow.
Love style. Amazing. You got
Love
to
it.
check that out. You got to
Oh,
check
I'll
that out.
definitely, when I get off tonight.
And yeah, I did over a lot of different stuff. Like
Hmm, hmm.
did some mashups. Amazing. And the Tennessee whiskey was one of my favorite songs doing over because I had the ability to just relax and just do it my way
Yeah.
and just let it flow, you know?
Is
So
there any
it's a
other
lot of
way
songs.
than your way? Is what I'm saying. I guess is there
No,
you doing it your way?
do it my way. You know, some
Like
people want
Sinatra
to
said, my way.
exactly. When I was growing up, you know, when I was in the recording studios in Trinidad and different places, some people
Hmm.
want you to, oh, I have this song, but I want you to sing it this way. I want you to do this and I want you to do that. I want you to do that. And then when I'm done, I'm like, okay, you know what? This sounds just like you. They're like, what do you mean? I said, it doesn't sound like me. He said, I don't get it, but you sang it. I said, yeah, but you know, it's just a song with no soul.
Hmm.
And he couldn't get it.
Wow.
And I told him, I said, listen, there's no part of me in this song because you want me to sing it like a bud. Do this, do that, sing it this way, do that, you know, sing it. And I can't even relax and do like put some of my vibe, my feelings, my mood, my
Hmm,
my
hmm, hmm,
experience, my
hmm,
everything
hmm.
into that song. So when I go into the studio and they give me the song, they tell me just feel it, just do what you feel, sing what you feel.
And that's
If we
right.
like if we like it, we take it. If we don't like it, we tell you change it. You know, like that, and that it makes everything comes out so beautiful.
Yeah, I don't
And
know why you'd want to do it any other way. This is you. This
yeah,
is Addis Love.
yeah,
It's
that's
not
love.
the guy behind the board telling you to do it, or
Exactly.
your producer telling you to do it a different way.
Yeah,
Then you're
yeah,
doing what he wants. You've got to be Addis
exactly.
Love.
So it
I'm
doesn't
correct
sound
by
like you.
saying that. Yes.
Yes.
Wow. See, this is the stuff that you're telling me here tonight on Skip Happens is it's no, I mean, we laugh about it because Skip happens, but it's so true. And I hope that there's
It is real.
musicians that
It's
watch
real.
this and
Yeah,
listen to this and hear your advice,
yeah,
as a musician and recording that,
yeah.
what makes it so good is you are you. Be yourself.
Exactly.
Either you're going to
Exactly.
make it or you're not, but give it a shot.
Yeah. Yep.
Love it.
Yep.
Love it. Yeah.
Yep.
What do you do for fun?
Well, as I said, the movies is like one of my favorite. You know, if I'm not hanging out with my kid
Yeah.
or just doing
Yeah.
going to the movies and
Yeah.
just chilling, just sitting back and listening to some music, stuff like that. Just taking it easy.
Yeah. Yeah. What is
Yeah.
there? Obviously we know Orlando for Disney and, all the Disney parks and all that and Universal. But what else
Hmm.
is there to do in Orlando? You have the water parks, right? You
A
have
whole lot of
huge
things. There's an ice bar over here. You
ice
ever heard of
bar.
the ice bar?
I've heard of an ice bar. I've never been to
You
one.
gotta listen, man. It can be 100 degrees outside in Orlando. When you
Okay.
get to this ice bar, before you walk in, they give you a jacket. I'm talking about a jacket that you wear for minus in winter.
It's got to
You
feel
you
good
tell
though.
yourself, I don't need this jacket. Yes, you do. You got to put that jacket on, get into the ice bar. When you go into the ice bar, you automatically feels like you are in the Arctic. It's like it's like it just hits you like bam. You have to experience this, Skip. I'm telling you.
No,
When
I
you, when
read
you come to
about this.
Orlando,
I've never seen it. I did
right?
read about it.
When you get there, you think like you're in the North Pole. You're like, what the hell just happened? It just hit you, bam. You walk in, you set up, you see that coming out of your mouth. You see
Right, right,
all
right.
the, you go to the bar now. The bar is made of ice. The
Wow.
cups that they give you is made of ice. It's
So
like
do you have like
ice.
gloves on?
You get the gloves too. Yeah.
Okay,
So you
okay.
get the glove, you get the jacket. So it goes over you. It kind of keeps you. You feel no. Don't get me wrong. Your nose, your ears, everything. You feel like it want to fall out. But the jacket and the gloves, kind of keeps you sane, right?
Hmm.
And it's a long coat, so it kind of like go down by your
It sounds
pants
so
and everything.
cool.
But anyways, you get to the bar. The bar top is ice, like real ice. I'm talking about you can chip it off with an ice pick. Then they hand you this glass that's made of ice. What do you drink? What do you want to drink? You get your drink, you put it in your glass,
Of ice
your
with
ice
that's
glass,
made of
yeah.
ice. Yep.
And then it's like beastly cold now because it's in this jar of
Ah.
ice. You sip your drink, you have fun. The DJ's playing some music, you're hanging out, you're doing your thing. You can take pictures, there's ice sculptures and all that.
Oh my God, that's so cool.
And when you listen, man, when you get out of there, it's almost like you were in a different dimension and you came from one world to the next.
Wow.
That's the experience that I had. I'm like, what the hell is this? This is like amazing.
I did, and Addis, I did read about that,
Yes.
but obviously never have experienced it. But
Yes, you
it
have to. You
sounds
have to
pretty cool.
experience it.
Like I
Yeah.
said, we always think about Orlando, Disney, Universal, and Epcot, whatever. But I don't mean that in a bad way. Of course, it's a lot of fun. Been there, done
Yeah.
there. But to
Yeah.
hear something different, you see the water parks, but this is kind of cool.
It's cool.
Yeah.
And they got so many different things, over here. Because there's Gatorland. I mean, you go in there and there's hundreds of thousands of gators. There's albino. I never knew they had an albino gator.
Like an
I'm
all
talking about
white alligator.
all white alligator.
Wow.
There's like, I mean, people, as you say, people think of
Mhm.
Orlando. Oh, Orlando, I've done it already. Look, they got the rides. They got, yeah, that's it. What else you can do?
Right.
But there's so many hidden stuff, so many hidden things to do over here.
Have you ever
It's
lived
amazing.
anywhere else besides Orlando?
I
And
live,
of course, your home, but still.
well, when I moved out from Trinidad, I went straight to LA. I lived in LA for a little
Oh,
bit. I lived in
okay.
Anaheim, Orange County, and I was working out there. I had, a couple of gigs, like work with different bands.
Mhm.
And then I got the opportunity to come to Florida. I really wanted to come to Florida. And then a guy reached out to me and asked me if I want to, come over here and work. And I took the opportunity and I never left. I never left Florida. So I was
Mhm.
downtown Miami. I
Okay.
was there for, we're talking about back in in 1995.
Okay.
Back there.
All right.
That's how
Yeah.
long I've been out here. And I worked down in Miami. I do the chain up. After Miami, come up to Fort Lauderdale, Boca Raton, and I keep going up, up until I get to Orlando. So I keep heading north.
You're not north enough, though.
Yeah, I'm not north enough.
You got a little ways to go before you hit upstate New
I
York.
know, right? I know.
Have you, because, everything you do and so talented and the entertainment value, have you performed on the cruise ships at all?
Yes and no, because there's I went on with a promoter one time,
Mhm.
but she had like a special show
I got you.
on the cruise. As a matter of fact, last maybe a couple of months ago, my wife and I we went on a cruise, but I
Mhm.
didn't go to perform, and we were just hanging out, and they had this thing called the cruise factor or something like that.
Okay.
And just for kicks and giggles, my wife was, why don't you just go on and do a song? I'm like, but honey, we on vacation. Why do you want? She said, just do it for me, please. When your wife gives you that
Wink,
look
wink.
and a please,
Yeah, I know.
you cannot say no. Okay.
Exactly.
So I'm like, all right, you know what? Let me just go do a song. And I went on there and I did like a little Frank Sinatra song, did it my way. And they were so surprised, like, oh my God, who are you, man? You did this so like you're accustomed doing this. I'm like, well, really, I'm saying. They say, you know what? We having a competition tomorrow, and you're already in the finals. I'm like, what? so, so they had the cruise factor, whatever they call it, and
Mhm.
I'm telling them, I'm like, listen, I can't do this. These are people who, They're doing it probably for the first time. I'm doing this all my life. She's
Right.
like, no, just go, and just go with it, have fun with it, go with it, have fun with it. So I went on, and obviously I came first. And they gave me a statue of the ship, and bragging
Oh yeah.
rights and all
Yeah,
that
yeah.
stuff and all that.
No, but I get you. I get you.
But
So,
I never really like performed for a cruise line, and
yeah,
have
yeah,
like,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
We
So
love cruising. My wife
in
and I love
5 years, where are we going to see Addis Love?
In 5 years, Addis Luv is going to be the talk of the town. I mean,
I
Addis Luv
love
is going
that
to be
idea.
hitting. Hey, Addis Luv is going to be hitting boots all over. Or you're going to be hearing Addis Luv wherever you go. The
I love
music is
that.
going to take
Love
you
that.
by surprise.
It's an Addis
Yeah,
Love party.
yeah.
Yeah.
Addis Luv is going to be sharing love.
Yep. Sharing love. I love that. Addis, so if somebody
Yes,
wants to
sir.
jump on and, you got the new single as we were talking about that, where can they
Yeah.
get the new single? And we're going to keep an eye out for the rest of the music. Where can we
Yes.
get that, first of all the different socials?
All the different socials. You can check out my website, addislove.com. I'm on all social media, Addis Love Music. I mean, basically all platforms. You can check
I
it
love
out.
it. Love it.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. So we can get it there now. Who does your socials? Are you doing it or do you have the team do it?
The team is doing it right now, but
Nice.
I'm actually answering my stuff myself. So if you send a message, hey, Addis Love, I enjoy your music, I love it, I will answer you. It's not a bud. It's not like anybody else doing it. So you're gonna actually hear from me.
You know what's
It's very it's very
that's so
important to
cool.
connect.
It is.
Yeah,
I was just going to say that is a very important connection where
yeah.
you respond. If they like you, I think they're
Oh yeah.
expecting to hear back. If you don't write back or
Yes.
whatever, they're going to be like, well, screw him. He didn't even care what I said,
Yeah.
which
And
you take that
I want to
moment.
hear from
Yes.
people. I want to hear
Yeah.
from them. I want to know what's going on, what you think, what you like, what you don't like. It doesn't matter. Even if you don't like something, I still want to hear from you
Yeah.
because
And
um,
How do you handle negativity if you do get some?
well, you know, a box of crayons doesn't just have blue or red or
That's
pink
true. I
or
like
white.
that.
And everybody's not going to like red or everybody's not going to like blue or pink. So expect, people not everybody to like the same thing, and I listen and
Mm.
I tell people, like one time a guy told me, say, hey, um, I like the music, but I don't think your voice is fit for that song. I responded. I said, "Hey, thank you very much, and I really appreciate your honesty. And that goes a long way that you're being honest. And but let me know, what you think about I should do, or what you think I would sound better with, and you know." You give people the air and just to hear what they say and it doesn't mean that you have to take everything you get, but at least you listen to what
Mhm.
people have to say, and give them that
Exactly.
time. Yeah, because
I'm going to
everybody's
have
different.
by the time we get done talking, I'm going to have a whole book here on Addis Love quotes because I'm just loving the
Yes,
way you're
sir.
thinking. And,
Yeah,
we look back over the last couple of weeks and, life has been difficult. There's been challenges
yes,
and we
yes. It's
stand
been
up to the
difficult.
challenges, but still,
Yeah,
you've got that positive attitude. It
yeah.
doesn't, and it doesn't matter what you believe in, what you don't believe in. It matters that you got a positive attitude.
Yes,
That's
yes,
the most
yes.
important thing. So,
Throughout my life, it's been happy. It's. I don't have a choice, Skip.
mhm.
I'm not even supposed to be here. And I
Well,
said
you
this
made it.
like,
Remember?
yeah, but it goes deeper than that. My positivity is
Mhm.
it would never that light would never out. It never die because it go. Let me give you a little story, right?
Yep.
Very quickly.
Okay.
When my grandmother, she was from a little island down in the West Indies called Saint Vincent. I don't know if you know that island
Yep. No, I've heard
from
of
the
it.
West
Yes,
Indies,
absolutely.
right?
Yep. West
And
Indies.
and back in the day when she was coming to Trinidad, they didn't have planes and all that yet, so she was going to take a boat to get over there. And this is before she had my mother, right? We're talking way back then.
Hmm.
It's before I was born. And one day she woke up late and she hustled and she took her luggage and all that and she got to the docks. When she got there, the boat already left, and she sat on the docks
Oh.
and she cried. It's like, oh my God, this was the last boat, and the next one is not going to come till maybe a couple of months. And she went back home, and then they came over the radio that that boat that left for Trinidad wasn't. It never got there. It was
Oh my gosh.
lost.
Lost at sea?
Lost at sea. So she would have been on that boat. Skip. So I.
Oh my
wouldn't-
God.
So you see what I'm talking about?
Yeah, no, exactly.
My mother wouldn't have been born.
I wouldn't be
wouldn't
talking
have
to
been
you.
born. You wouldn't have been talking to me.
Yeah.
So tell me if I don't have a purpose here.
You do. 100%. More
So,
than most even know.
Let me go a little further now. So here's my mother-in-law pregnant with me, and she worked at this place where in Trinidad, a garment factory where they make stuff. She was a seamstress, and every her lunch break, right outside, and there's this little market, and this guy that sells spices and all that. His
Mhm.
name was Addis. So Addis used to sell all these spices, and Addis was a blind man. So my mother, she would, probably, I don't know, she wears special perfume or whatever. So she'd come by, and Addis is like, "Oh, Catherine," that's my mother's name.
Mhm.
"Oh, Catherine, how are you?" And she said, "I'm fine, Addis. How you doing?" I said, "Yeah, I'm here." He said, so he said to her, "Congratulations, by the way." And she's like, "What do you mean, congratulations for what?" She said, "Well, you're pregnant." And she looked at him with like surprised, like, "But how would you know you're blind?"
Right.
And she said, "I may be blind, but it doesn't mean I can't see." He's telling her that. And then he went on further saying, "By the way, you're having a boy, aren't you?" And then she's more surprised. And he said to her, "You know what? Take care of that boy. He's going to be special." So she went back to work, and she's like baffled, like, what the hell just happened?
Right.
And that time she was searching for names and all that. And she was like, "You know what? I'm just going to call Roger Addis. Addis. I'm going to put Addis as his middle name." So when we were doing this record and we was doing this thing, and I told him, I said, "You know what? I don't want to use my government name.
Right.
I want to use my middle name, Addis. And I want to be called Addis. And I'm just fulfilled and full of love. I want to be called Addis Luv. And we're going to go with Addis Luv, Luv. And that's how Addis Luv was born."
Dude, I love that. Wow.
With a lot of meaning behind it. A lot of
Yeah.
meaning behind it. So it means a lot to me.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's an oh
My
wow.
story. That's my story, and I'm sticking with it.
Now I got that phrase down. All right.
It happens, baby.
Skip Happens, baby. Addis Luv. Yeah, if you're watching this, whether it's live now or you watch the replay of it, looking for the music, you can go to Addis Luv. Is it AddisLuv.com?
AddisLuv.com, yeah.
And if you drop him a message, I'm sure he's going to respond to you. If you're making a trip to some of the theme parks, make sure you take a look. You never know. He
Hey,
could be
let me know.
working.
Yeah.
He could be working.
Let me know. That could be working.
Could be working. I love it. Addis, I want to say I know you got to get into the movie. Oh, yeah, you got
I
about,
got time.
yeah, a little bit of time, but still,
Yeah.
I want to say thank you for doing this. Thank you for
appreciate
touching base. It's such an honor to talk
Yes,
with you.
thank you very much. I hope to see you soon in person,
Yeah, no, I do. I go to Nashville every year for the country radio seminar. I don't know if anybody's
really?
talked to you about that, but
Yes, they told me about it.
yeah,
that's looking forward to go over there.
that's a really good event. And if you're going to do anything country, you definitely should be at that country radio seminar.
Yes.
So
Yes.
it's cool.
Yes.
And, you get to meet everybody, even people like me.
Yeah. There you go.
It's
Movie star.
crazy, man. I'll buy you one. I don't know if you drink or not, but I'd buy you one. So, it's all good.
When you're in Nashville, you got to have a bushwhacker. You ever heard of the bushwhackers?
Yes. I've heard of
Oh,
bushwhackers. Yeah.
Gosh, I love bushwhackers.
All right.
So maybe
I'll remember
I'll
that.
get you a bushwhacker.
No, I'll buy you one too. We'll go both ways. There you go.
There you go.
Addis,
There you go.
Addis Luv, it's been an honor having you on Skip Happens tonight. What an amazing chat with Addis. It's his story. Here's energy. He's got the new single, Hit by a Good Time. Check it out, proving country music is alive and evolving. Right there, as you can see. This is so cool. You can stream or request the song. Watch for his debut album. And don't forget to subscribe to Skip Happens on YouTube. Or your favorite podcast app. Until next time, want you to keep it country. Thanks for watching. Addis Luv. Stay right there. We're going to say good night because I do want to talk to you for us. Oh, what just happened? That was kind of weird.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Wow.
My camera's doing funny things.
You got the powers in your fingers. Like,
Yeah, and I know. No, watch. Dude, watch. Hang on. I'll point up. It goes up. Watch this. I'll go down. goes down.
Okay.
Now, I don't know if I
Yeah.
do this.
No, I don't. That doesn't happen with me, man. Skip.
See, now if
You
I
gotta
go like
teach
this. Man,
Oh, you got. Oh, so you got that.
I don't know what it is, but I have it.
Stabilizer thing there. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, it's a
Next
gimbal.
time we do an interview, I'll be ready for you, Skip.
Yeah,
I'ma
you
have
better
mine
be.
too.
You better be.
Yeah,
No.
I'm gonna be ready for you next time.
Oh my God. And I hope there is a next time, Addis Luv. This is an honor speaking with you, and hopefully it all went well. I want you to stay right there. We're going to say goodnight to everybody. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to check out Addis. Don't forget to check out Skip Happens. And until next time, keep it country, my friends. And thanks for watching.
I love it.